Hello, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hi everyone, welcome back to my in this new video. And today's video, I'm really excited. I'm feeling good because after long period of time I'm making video and I made this video after long period of time. So in this video, I will tell you why you can understand English but you can't speak. Yes, my dear friends, there are so many people around us. They can understand English, but they can't speak. So, what is the reason behind this? We can understand English, but we can't speak. So, let me tell you in this video, I will explain and I will make you understand why we can understand English, but we can't speak. My dear friends, let's understand in a very easy word. My dear friends, English language has two parts. You have to understand. If you want to speak English language, before you speak English language, you have to understand two things. First is English language has two parts, and first part is input method, and second part is output method. Now let me explain it. Input method means input method. It means when you read English book and when you write in English, like when you write some things in English language, when you write a story in English language, or when you listen to English videos, maybe it can be podcast, it can be English videos by native in from native speaker. So when you read something, when you write something, and when you listen something, it is called input method. But when you speak, when you try to speak, it is called output method. You understood maybe. So let me again. When you read something, when you write something, it is called input. That means when you read something, it is going in your mind. This is going in your mind. But when you speak, it is called output method. And if you want to speak English language, you have to focus more one output method. You have to understand that. So many people, why we can understand English? You have to, I will explain you. And the reason is we can understand English because from our first standard in our school, we study English, we read English book, and we write English stories, English letter. We write, but we didn't try to speak. We didn't try to speak, and because of that, we didn't try to speak. We are not able to speak. So, my dear friends, if you want to speak English language, input you have to apply two methods. Both are important, very important. Like if you only read book English book, and if you only write English literature, English, anything you write in English, it will help you to understand English, but it will not help you to speak. So if you want to speak English language, then you have to speak loudly. You have to try, you have to practice by speaking. Without you, if you only study English book, if you only read English book, it will not help you to speak. So my dear friends, if you want to speak in English language, and if you are passionate to speak English language, then you have to speak again and again. You have to practice by speaking. Yes, our input method, reading books, also is very important, but it will help you, it will increase your input method, but it will not increase your output method. So if you try to speak, if you want to speak language, if you want to speak English language, you have to understand one thing. You have to speak again and again, and when you try to speak, your mouth muscle will be open and you will be able to speak English language confidently, and you can speak English without fear of making mistake.